C'est ça.
Come on back in here. Come on back in here. On cop on your film. Bitch made ass. Woo-hoo. Come on, come on. Put on back in the comments if you was here a minute ago. Put on back in the comments. We're gonna pick up right where the fuck we left off. Share the live, tap the screen. Put FYF in the comments, please. Coupon. Oh, let's finish where we were. Let's finish where we were. I'm speaking right now to my black brothers. Okay? I'm speaking right now to my black brothers. Y'all have bought into all this white man shit. Y'all done bought into it. They got you believing that you want to be just like them. That you're a simp if you take care of your wife and your kids like Russell Wilson. They got you believing you just supposed to be for the street. You're supposed to have multiple baby mamas just out here creating broken homes and shit. Because that's what it means to be a black man. Right? They got you believing that all you're capable of is just spreading your little seed all throughout the community. Not being around being a dad. They got you believing that. They got you believing that. And you buy into that shit every day. Statistics show that that's not even right. Statistics show that y'all are actually in your kids' lives more than white men are. Right. They mating with their cousins, second and third cousins. This is why their whole bloodline be dying out, because they're incestuous. This is why they end up crazy. Because when you are intermingling like that with the same bloodlines and having kids, eventually the kids are born with defects and mutations. These motherfuckers got y'all out here doing some real unnatural shit. Because they got you believing if they can do it, you can do it. And you bought into it. You bought into it. And so in the buying into and accepting of that, you feel like it's necessary to dump on your sisters and your mother and your aunties and your grandma and all of our ancestors. You feel like in order to align with them, you have to spiritually damage us. Right? They got you believing in order for you to make money, you got to have a white woman on your arm. In order for you to show that you've made it to a level of a respectable level of success, you need to have a white woman next to you. Right? Well, how come rich black men always choose white women? Because they have been led astray. That's why. And it's just a matter of time before they're put back in their place. It never fails. It never fucking fails. It's just a matter of time before that man is brought down, because he has flown too close to the sun. Right? In the meantime, black women continue to hold fast. Now, some of us have bought into this white man is great and white man is a savior too. Hey, Shanice. Shanice, how many followers do you have? Hold on. How come I can't? I wanted to see how many. Girl, I need you to get your followers up. Shit. Oh, this is my second live. Why the fuck y'all over here if y'all ain't trying to get followers? What is y'all doing? Y'all just came over here to see me? So let me recap that. So in order for you guys to become affiliates so that you can get a showcase and start promoting products on TikTok from other people, you need to have at least 1,000 followers. And while we are all here, I talked about you yesterday, but I didn't know you only had that little bit amount of people. One thing that will help you is just, if you want, you can start sharing my videos. If you guys don't have enough content, you need to be sharing videos of other people. Please feel free to download my videos and upload them. I don't care. Share them. I don't care. Repost them. I don't care. That will help you to get engagement. And contrary to popular belief, so apparently there's some shit going on with the platform. Y'all already know they're switching everything over, right? Thank you. They're switching everything over, right? So apparently they done knocked hundreds of creators out of the creator funds. My products are already live in the showcase, sweetheart. You late, Tashina. Where the fuck have you been? You just in and out lately. You used to be real consistent. It's been up for weeks. So they done knocked all these people out of the creator program, and also everybody is complaining about how they're not getting paid like they used to get paid on this platform. Like apparently they've run out of money to be paying creators for stuff. So it's just a matter of time. They're gonna do the same fucking thing they did over here. They're gonna do the same thing they did at X. It's gonna be the same thing. Yes, this whole app is going to be turning into a propaganda machine for the right. I done told y'all where I'm going to be. I've already started moving my shit. Oh, look at this angry white man. All I'm saying is your daddy should have pulled out. Oh, that's what he put on my comments. My advice to him would be to pull out of his sister. Before y'all have some kids y'all don't want to raise. That'd be my advice. I'll be sure to comment that when I get off the live. No, they're not. Social media platforms have the money. I'm going to FAN base. I done told y'all that. I've already migrated my shit over there. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Don't try it. Don't try it. Please don't. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. I've already started over there. They will have money for creators because you have to pay for likes over there. Like I just bought a 1,000 pack. You get 1,000 likes for like $9 or something. So when you like somebody's videos, the money goes to the creators. What y'all need to understand about technology is this. Technology is a never-ending beast. Yes, apparently they are going to make you upload a whole new app. Technology is a never-ending beast. It is never finished. You never look at technology and go, it's done. Because there's every day you have to update something. You have to stay up with the times. You have to innovate. You have to stay the leader of everything. So there's never going to be a time that everything is going to be fixed on any platform. You know, and it's funny to me that black people are so hard on other black people. We are so unforgiving of other black people. We forgive these white motherfuckers all the time. Oh, they're working on it. They're fixing the bug. Da, 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 da. But when it comes to us, we give them one time. It got to be right or you're not going back. The fuck? Y'all love giving these motherfuckers a second chance. How much bullshit have we gone through over here? Still stay over here, don't you? If I don't see y'all for a few days, it is well deserved. Because I did my big one today. I was on one today. Because I was fucking tired. Because I stayed up way too late last night. I only got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And then I was like, I told them motherfuckers I was going to come on there today. So I had to pull out my fucking shed. It wasn't enough to take just the fucking little energy strip. I had to dig in the crates and bring back Old Faithful. Those of you that know how my shed works. I don't even have it on my desk. When I said I dug in the crates, that meant I dug in one of them drawers in my room and pulled it out. I ain't used it in months. That's our energy pill. That motherfucker will light your ass up. You could be the Walking Dead and take a shed and your ass would be like, what's up, bitch? What's up, Tony? I ain't seen you in a minute. I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. How you been? The TikTok monitors need to take, oh, they always on my ass. They stay on my ass. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get way worse. I'll stay till they put me off. I don't give a fuck. You've been in a hospital. What's the matter? Are you okay? Well, girl, congratulations. You made it out. That's all that matters. You made it out. I went to the hospital. I made it out too. Another stroke. Damn, girl. Sorry to hear that. I was having heart attacks. Let me tell y'all something. Let me just tell y'all something. Trump 2028. We don't give a fuck. Black America we don't rely on the government as much as y'all do. So y'all have fun with that. We don't give a fuck who's sitting in that White House. Y'all can tear that motherfucker down for all I care. We do not care. Tear it down. You already done all kinds of damage to it. We know we don't get attached to shit. Because we know how to rebuild. We know how to fucking recover. We don't give a fuck. He ain't gonna win. I don't think he's gonna make it. I better stop, because y'all know how they real sensitive about that. Everything that's happening right now is to keep them PDFs from coming out. I just reposted a video that he made of him saying, do something, start a war, anything, but you better not put them PDFs out. I have to talk in code. The government's never worked for us, so why do we give a damn? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I no longer give a fuck. I'm for America, I'm not for government. So it is that, as much as they try to make it seem like black people need the government, when has the government done anything for us? Anything we've ever gotten from the government, we had to fight fucking tooth and nail for it. So all that shit y'all be talking, we're not the fucking face of welfare. We're not the fucking face of Section 8. We're not the fucking face of none of that shit. That's y'all. So as much as y'all keep talking about small government, y'all the motherfuckers that use all the fucking government. You can talk about taxes. Go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it. I don't know why y'all still paying them. Black America is the 15th largest economy in the whole world, Craig. The whole world. Our economy within this country is the biggest, is bigger than all the rest of the country, besides 14 of them. $1.8 trillion per year rotates. Trillion rotates within our community. Imagine if we had more businesses. Imagine if we focused our money on just building. Yeah, trillion, not billion. Tiara. hard aura. That's how my uncle used to say aura. A-R-A. Our money needs to be hyper-focused. They're replacing humans with robots. What do y'all think y'all gonna fucking do out there? What y'all gonna do? I have some fantastic business ideas, but you already know my major. Somebody came in. Where's Miss Tamaria? Tamaria came in yesterday on the Golden Ram. She got 2 Golden Rams. That's a profit sharing position in Black Sheep. Congratulations. I'll be sending you a gold ticket. There you go. I got you, baby. I just don't have my laptop. Remember, my laptop is in the hospital. They sent me an email today saying that it's being looked at and they're working on it. So it'll be here in a couple of days. They're going to ship it back. So then I can finish making my golden tickets for everybody. Okay? You enjoyed last night? Well, welcome back. Fats. Not today. So, those of you that don't know, Black Sheep is still on, we're still building, okay? That means you guys still have an opportunity to get involved and become a co-founder. Whereas everything else around us is crumbling, we are building, okay? In an industry we have always been kept out of. Now, those barriers to, don't curse me out tonight, well, it depends on you. I don't just be randomly cussing people out. You bring it on yourself. Y'all gonna have to accept accountability for that. Like I'll be saying, TikTok made you buy it. You made me cuss you out. The fuck? We are building in an industry that Black people have historically been kept out of. Okay? And that is the gaming industry. Those barriers to entry are now gone because we don't have to have physical buildings and all this stuff. All we need is the money to create the software. The software is already being built. Okay? It is a platform owned by us. Anybody can come and play, but it's Black ownership only. We have got to gatekeep our shit. In order to create safe spaces for us, we have to gatekeep. No dogs allowed. I'm just quoting the great Charlie Brown. Bless you. And when I say safe space, I mean that shit. There has to be, we have to create spaces where our fucking nervous systems can fucking relax. I mean, we can look at this shit 2 ways because there are women that need safe spaces and then there are Black people that need safe spaces. So within the Black people that need safe spaces, there are women that need safe spaces. Like another idea is an all women's club and we just have day parties. You won't even know it's daytime when you go in there. And you can just dance and sweat and no fucking cameras are allowed. Like we were partying in the 90s. We ain't gotta worry about nobody coming up, offering us to buy drinks, thinking you're gonna take us home because you done bought 2 little funky ass drinks and shit. We're not gonna have none of that predatory fucking behavior. We came in here to sweat out our edges. Thank you. I ain't coming here to talk to you. I came here to fucking dance. I want to take my shoes off and get down with the get down. Take my ass home by 7 o'clock. You would think it was midnight. 12 noon to 6. You going in a place you don't even know it's daytime. Take our asses home and cook dinner. Happy as hell. I'm just saying. Another thing. We need community-based schools for black children only. No exceptions. Period. That are taught. No, it's on that other place. That are taught accurate black history. Our children need to understand that this is their land from day fucking one. Our kids need to know that they are the ones that sailed here, not us. They sailed here and then put us in chains, not without a fucking fight that we fought for 300 plus years to gain our freedom, and it was not Abraham Lincoln that freed us. We freed ourselves. So all of you black teachers that are having such a hard time with these new school systems and all of their rules, all their anti-black rules, y'all need to make community-based schools and charge whatever the fuck you want. I guarantee you there are going to be parents that will pay you to teach their kids. I guarantee you. Y'all out here fighting in the fucking school system like R. Kelly trying to survive every little new rule that they done put in there. You can't teach them accurate history. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't teach critical race theory. You can't do all this shit. So you just stay in the school teaching inaccurate history so you can keep a job. I literally said this to my friends when they came to visit, because my friend's husband is a high school teacher. And I was just like, he's a high school history teacher. I was sitting in my dining room, I said, brother, how do you reconcile going to school every day and teaching inaccurate history? How do you fucking sleep at night? Knowing that you teaching black kids, they live in Atlanta, knowing you teaching black kids the wrong fucking history. Yeah, he teaches history. Does he teach black history? Black history is American fucking history. Black history is American fucking history. See, my friends are not militant like me. They just flow along. They just status quo. You won't start no trouble. Hey, Kevin. Doing good. How you doing? You don't want to start no trouble. I think high school history should start the conversation. I think elementary school should start the conversation. Why the fuck do our kids know how to fear the fucking police? Why the hell are you having a birds and the bees like conversation with your 5 and 6 year olds, but you don't want to teach them accurate history? You don't want to teach them how we have been mistreated on our own land, how this is our land and how we were slaughtered for it, for our birthright, for our oil rights, for our land rights. You don't want to teach them that? You don't want to give them instant self-esteem knowing that this is their country and they were not brought here on boats. You don't want to teach them that. You want to wait until they've learned all the wrong history to try to get them to wipe out all the wrong history and then put the right history in there like we all are fucking dealing with today. That's what you want? Why are we this big fucking age and we just now finding this shit out? You're taking what I'm saying way too fucking personal. I don't know you or your fucking son. So you sitting up here being defensive about, well, my son. I don't care what you teach him, ma'am. I'm speaking in general. Listen to what I'm saying. None of what I'm saying is requiring you to talk about what you teach your son. Because all of us need to be teaching a bunch of other motherfuckers, not just your son. I'm sure your son has friends. You seem to confuse passion with emotion. You're the one that's literally showing you are emotional because you're getting defensive in the comments. Like, not me, not me. The fuck? I have enough of my own kids. Fuck off. Just fuck off. I don't give a fuck. Fuck off. You got it. Have a nice night. Bye. There are some people I don't want to waste my good breath on. There are just some people. You're one of them that thinks everyone is dumb. Did I say anybody here was dumb? See how defensive you are? Only my thinking counts, bitch. It's my fucking life. Who the fuck else's thinking am I supposed to take into consideration? The fuck is wrong with you? Who else's live is it? You on my live. I'm not on your live. You came over here to see what the fuck I'm talking about. And then you mad. So while you mad, I said my kid, look at you, you can't even type right. You're emotionally typing. Look at you, your little fingers get deep. Bitch, go on somewhere. You have the power to scroll on, bitch. Scroll on, scroll on. Y'all kill me getting defensive on my live. You can take your defensiveness some fucking where else. I said I got some business ideas, and this bitch was like, well, I teach my son. I can stop eating. Here we go. Bitch, it don't matter what the fuck I eat, I'm still gonna be cuter than you. You don't even have face pictures. I don't care what size I am, this face card never declines. Not once. Not once. I knew we were going to devolve because there's always going to be some bot that acts like they are black. There's always going to be that. Always. Again, y'all are going to have to stop being so goddamn emotional. I'm giving y'all ideas for how y'all can fucking make some money while also improving the community. The idea was community-based schools. This bitch literally says, I got enough with my own kids. So then I'm not fucking talking to you. Right? I'm talking to somebody that's already a fucking teacher. That instead of you struggling in the school system that you are in, create your own schools. I am certain there are black parents that would pay you for that. If my kid was in school, I would pay for that. would pay for my kid to go to a school that only had 20 black students in it. And they were taught all subjects accurately. I would pay for that. And there are several parents that would. I got enough of my own kids. Y'all have got to stop being so fucking silly. Y'all have got to. You've got to. This is one of the biggest tricks of the enemy. Y'all are just as emotional as they are. They've taught y'all how to walk around in your feelings all fucking day. And that's why I said if I had to raise my kid over again, he never would have fucking set foot in a fucking school building. He would have been homeschooled his entire fucking life. Them homeschool, I ain't never seen a homeschool kid that failed anything. Let's be realistic here. I ain't never seen a motherfucking homeschool kid that can't read. Point out a homeschool kid that can't fucking read. But most of these motherfuckers graduating today can't read. They can't write in cursive. They can't do none of that shit. Can't comprehend what they do read. Point out a homeschool kid that can't fucking read. Thank you for homeschooling your son. Much respect. I respect everybody that homeschools their fucking kid. Oh, well, COVID. And like I said, and I will still stand by it, most of y'all were mad because you don't want to spend 8 fucking hours with the kids you brought into this plane of existence. Half of y'all are just using motherfucking school as a fucking babysitter because you don't want to be bothered with the kids you brought here. I love that. He said he's only 4 months old. I love that. Because y'all be the first ones mad that they're getting all these holidays. Why they off? Why they off for teachers conference? Why they off for such and such? Why they off? First thing out your mouth, why they off? You banking on being away from your kids for at least 8 hours a day. Putting them in somebody else's fucking care to fill their fucking... That is literally a third of their fucking day. They are under the tutelage of somebody that don't like them. You are trusting your kids with the enemy. You say, me and my husband's first son, and we're planning on... I love that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love, 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 love. I ain't never seen an illiterate homeschool kid, not one time in my entire life. Jordan went to a black Christian school. When I started making money, I moved us out to the white part of town. You know when Jordan started getting bad grades? When he was around all white people. I remember that white teacher called me talking about, oh, Jordan's so funny. And I said, I don't send my son to school to entertain you. If I wanted my motherfucking son to be Eddie motherfucking Murphy, he can do that shit at home. Well, I just didn't want to disturb you. I said, ma'am, I work from home. If you had a problem with my son, you can easily pick up the phone and I would be around that corner in no time. I don't send my son there to make you chuckle or ha-ha or none of that shit. I send my son to the school to fucking learn. Oh, I was never so pissed. I sure did pack us up and moved our asses back to the inner city black school where he actually learned how to do some shit because he had teachers that wasn't going to deal with his ha-ha, you want to be funny? I'm going to snatch your ass up. You one of 5 black people in the whole school. No, I don't want you to be one of 5 only black people in the whole school. Nope. 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 You ain't gonna be luring my son to no goddamn hoe down in a goddamn barn and then put his ass in the fucking wood chipper. No. No. He ain't hanging out with y'all on no fucking Friday night to go to no football. He ain't doing none of that. I'm coming too. What time is the game for us to be there? What time is the party? We're coming. Oh, do you have time to check? Yes, I will chaperone. Sure will. Sign me up for all the dances. I'll be there. I don't give a fuck. I got scholarships to go to school. I wasn't in school to be funny. I'm just naturally funny. But I wasn't in there to entertain motherfuckers. I'm not in here to tap dance for white folks. The fuck? Give me my piece of paper so I can get the fuck out of here. Well, they pay whites more money to work in the inner city schools. Well, all the teachers in his school were black, blackity black. That's why when we moved to fucking Maryland, they was trying to skip him 2 fucking grades because he was 2 levels ahead of the kids in the Maryland school system. And they wanted to skip him from the 3rd grade to the 5th grade. What I look like? Skipping my son into a 3rd grader into a 5th grade class with them grown ass 5th grade kids. I saw little 5th grade girls wearing high heel shoes and makeup to school. The fuck? Put him in 3rd grade class. He can just work ahead. Socially, he is not 5th grade level. And I'm not setting him up for that. No. We'll just give him paperwork. When he finishes his work, because he always finishes his work before everybody else. When he finishes his work, we'll give him extra work to do. So I used to buy Jordan workbooks for the grades ahead. So when you finish your little classwork, whip out your little workbook and sit your ass there quietly and work. Don't be in here thinking you about to be Eddie Murphy. Hey, oh my. The fuck? Martin Luther King was a smart man. I already know you're a fucking bot. I already know you're a bot. I'm not even going to engage. So hold on now. So let's pick up where we left off, right? Let's pick up where we left off. My opinion, Mama Trey, what we call slave revolts were actually wars of national liberation, fought by people who knew exactly who they were and exactly what was stolen from them. This history explains over-policing, criminalization, allostatic load, and why black autonomy has always been feared. This is why they cannot leave us alone. Because black autonomy scares them. Us freely moving around, us congregating with 3 or more black people of the same hue causes a commotion. So scary. So scary. So let's tie this in to how that affects our health. Because I'm going to make a carousel about what we just talked about, okay? And put it on these other things. So I said tie directly to black health and allostatic load. Absolutely, Mama Trey. This version connects resistance to chronic stress to black health outcomes in a way that is educational, validating, and empowering, not shaming or victim-based. So this is a carousel I'm also going to make into like a little slide and upload it. So the carousel of black health. These are pictures and things, right? Why black bodies carry more stress. Indigenous and foundational black resistance equals chronic stress and modern black health outcomes. Okay? What is allostatic load? Allostatic load equals the wear and tear on the body from chronic and repeated stress. Not one bad day, but centuries of survival mode. We have been in survival mode since they rowed ashore. Tap in comments. High load affects your heart, your hormones, your immune system, your brain, and your metabolism. Why was I diagnosed with congestive heart failure? Because I wasn't cussing motherfuckers out. Do you know how much healthier I feel just being able to speak freely about how it is I feel about those motherfuckers? Do you know what has healed me faster than any fucking medication a doctor could give me? Cussing these motherfuckers out. Dragging the shit out of them. Letting them know how I've always felt about them. Not turning the other motherfucking cheek. Not letting them get away with nothing. Holding their asses accountable. Don't worry about my lipstick. That's why. Not holding it in, letting it eat me up on the inside. Letting it prematurely age my fucking organs, which is what is happening to us. Every microaggression you let slide, every little piece of shade, every time they say some little slick shit, and you just take the fucking high road. The thing about it is, what do you always find on the motherfucking high road? Overthinking about that shit later. Because as soon as you got time to think about your interaction that you done had with motherfucking Becky at the office today, you done pissed yourself off all over again. Ain't you? Ooh, I should have hit that bitch in the face. Don't you be thinking about it? Don't you be thinking about it later on? Don't you be thinking about it? You should have nipped that shit in the bud when it happened. Instantly. Because they have to learn. You're going to have to teach them. That's exactly why your pregnancy was high risk. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. Rebecca, I need you to have the same fucking reaction we have. Okay? Because I keep telling you, poor whites, you niggas too. I don't want y'all to be offended by that, but that's literally what's going on. They don't like you either. Whites don't, y'all always act, white people always act like they have such unity, and we're the ones that have disunity. White people don't like other white people. Y'all have so much fucking discourse within y'all's fucking community. The blondes don't like the brunettes. Nobody likes the fucking redheads. The blue eyes think they're better than the brown eyes. The pale skins are envious of the ones that can tan. And then there's always the rich and the poor. Y'all be dogging the fuck out of each other. And the only reason that y'all don't be killing each other off and at war with each other is because you found somebody else to be at war with. The only thing, and I will say it again, and I will say it until I'm blue in the fucking face, is the only thing that ever united white people was black people. The only thing that made y'all stop fighting each other is that you found a new person to fight. That's it. And even throughout history, poor whites were fighting with us until they made white a thing. White wasn't even a thing. You know why? Because you white people came from all white societies. So there was nothing to be proud of. There was nothing to differentiate you from the others other than nationality. Y'all fought over nationality. There was no such thing as race until you created it. Y'all did that shit. Y'all did that shit to divide the colored people from the white people because you needed the white poor people to be your foot soldiers. Because they was after your ass too. They was after your ass too. They still hate y'all today. They still hate y'all today. The poor whites cannot stand the elite whites. They cannot stand the educated whites. Can't stand it. The only thing y'all rallied around was having a white president. Because seeing that black man in the fucking White House, you just couldn't stand that. You couldn't abide that happening again. So y'all made another fucking agreement to rally behind this motherfucker. And here he comes taking all your shit, making you even more poor than you were last year. Your cousins say you use $10 words. Exactly. They mad at you because you went to fucking college. Poor whites cannot stand educated whites. They think you too good. They hate you liberals, you libtards. That's what they be calling you. You liberals, you leftists. Ain't that what they call you? That's what they call you. They mad at you for using $10 words. They mad at you for knowing what words mean. This is why they voted for him, because he talks on their level. He talks like he's in the 5th grade. And did y'all know that the average American understands words on a 5th grade level? That's the average American. Of course they make more than you do. Of course they're MAGA. They don't like you either. You're just, and I say it all the time, you're being used. And the only currency that they dangle in front of your face is white privilege. They don't give you no money. They don't give you no stability. They don't give you no security. They don't give you no hand out, no leg up, no nothing. The only thing that they left you with is a perceived superiority that is white privilege. You can't even cash that shit in. A motherfucking empty glass soda bottle is more valuable than that shit. And you be clutching on to that motherfucker with your last little gnarled up fingers. White privilege. You can't even hand that shit down. You can't even bequeath it. Then you got the nerve to act like you don't even know what privilege is. Well, I wasn't born rich. I bet you don't have anybody following your ass around a department store, even though statistically you are the one that shoplifts more than everybody. You know why you get away with it? Because they so busy watching us. That's white privilege. You can speed on down. You can speed on down the road. The cops will just be like, ooh, doo, 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 doo. We could be doing everything right, and the cop will just pull behind us because they know they have the power to fucking terrorize us. They know it's gonna shoot our cortisol through our bloodstream, and they know it's gonna make our fucking heart race, and they get a good giggle out of that. Because terrorizing people is your nature. You must have a raggedy ass car, Rebecca. Knock wood. I ain't never had a ticket in my life. Not a one. Nope. A whitey literally admitted to begging for money from the government and they never responded. You see them on the street begging. I shared a video of a white guy on the street begging for money and got mad at a Hispanic guy that was selling flowers. Went over and kicked over his little flower bucket, then went and picked up all of his flowers and threw them all over the street. He was mad. And people had to stop their cars in order to help the little Hispanic man, because they're like, the fuck? He out here working, making an honest dollar, and you over here at the corner fucking begging. You an able-bodied white man out on the fucking street. I'm gonna tell you this, I done seen more white beggars than I have seen black beggars. I don't be seeing no Hispanic beggars. I be seeing Hispanics selling a bag of oranges though. They gonna find something to sell. They gonna find something to sell, boo-boo. And that gets my respect every day. Your ass sitting there, you done found some fucking cardboard to write on. Give me some money. Take your ass to fucking work. You got all these goddamn vegetables and fruit and shit dying on the goddamn vine because you think you too good to go out here and pick up some goddamn fruits and vegetables when you voted all the immigrants to get taken out. And your lazy ass still ain't out there in the fields because you think somebody else should be out there in the fields. What did Thomas Jefferson say? Why would I labor if I can get another man to labor? That's what Thomas Jefferson wrote in his journal. Why would any man labor when he can get another man to labor? Yeah. They will sell you that goddamn elote or whatever that damn corn is called. I have never had it, but trust me, I would eat that. Shit looks delicious. I just never have seen, I've never been around to buy any. Mayonnaise on corn doesn't sound good, but for some reason I think it might be. I knew it would be. It's like the dude at the house, he wants everything and will not give you anything in return. Hey, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. I'm gonna find something next time I'm out. Ooh, private shop, what? I'm gonna make a fucking, I'm gonna be determined to find some. Everybody hiding right now because they're afraid of fucking ICE. They're in hiding. I have to fucking search far and wide to find some now. They coming along knocking people's carts over and shit like you ain't got nothing better to do. Yeah, I gotta go find me some goddamn street corn. Sounds delicious. I Ain't none of us supposed to be eating no corn, but I want to taste it. And I can't reproduce it at the house because I don't know what it tastes like. I can reproduce the taste of anything if I've tasted it one time. I can reproduce anything. I've just never tasted it, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. You said they really do think slavery is going to happen again. They really do. They working so damn hard. They working so damn hard. Did y'all see the white lady that was mad at the Mexicans working at the Mexican restaurant she went and had food at? She wrote on the receipt that she hopes ICE comes in there and raids the place and takes everybody out of there. This is in Ohio. You went to a Mexican restaurant and were surprised that Mexicans actually worked there. This is shit I be talking about. This is shit I be talking about. Y'all have stolen everyone's culture. And you truly, in your fucking delusional ass mind, believes that Mexican food is now yours? So much so that you go to a Mexican restaurant expecting to only see white employees there? That's like going to a dog pound expecting to see kangaroos there. You guys don't have any kangaroos? I thought there would be kangaroos here. I know that it's a dog pound, but I'm just thinking, why not have kangaroos? I don't know why you wouldn't have that. It just makes sense. When I say these motherfuckers are absolutely delusional, I just want to know what the fucking weather is like on their planet. I really do. This bitch went in for lunch fully expecting there to be an all-white staff at the Mexican restaurant and was mad that there wasn't. So when I say they have a sense of entitlement, that it is okay to steal someone else's shit and then pass it off as your own. They do that shit on this app all the time. Just take somebody else's fucking recipes, completely take all the fucking seasonings out of it that makes it what it is, and then rebrands the shit with some dumbass fucking name and pass it off as their own. What's up, Rainbow Bright? They done named the agua fresca. What the fuck did they call that agua fresca? Spa water. Flat tacos is the latest one I saw. The latest one I saw was flat tacos. We're talking about white people taking other motherfuckers' cultures and then being culture vultures. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about vampires. We're talking about sinners. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about you sucking the culture out of every culture in America and then turning it white and then selling it back to us. Yeah, Kylie Jenner in a tank top. It's been a wife beater since inception. Now it's a tank top. And then the thing is, their tongues can't even handle the seasonings, so they take all the seasonings out. They take all the things out that make it what it is. which is purely the definition of a white person. You've taken all the color out, all the things that make people special, all the things that make people magical, and then you're left with white. Am I wrong? It's like having all white walls in your house, all white furniture, all white appliances, all white everything. Not even a splash of color. Not even a splash. You've lived your entire life without seasonings. And then you go through country after country after country. And that's what also galls me. These motherfuckers will go to Mexico and try to fucking create enclaves of white people. I love to see videos of Mexicans not welcoming the colonizers. I love it. Like you just letting your dog walk around with no leash on. This one was like, you ain't in America. You don't get to come down here and do what the fuck you want to do. Put that fucking dog on a leash, bitch. I love that all of these countries are not welcoming the colonizer. I like when they be sending their asses back. Because you the same people that try to put us out of your country now. You want to come to our country? So when I tell you that these motherfuckers just have gall, limitless, just limitless gall. No shame, no embarrassment factor, just unmitigated gall and caucasity. Yeah, the world's fed up. And that's why I said 2025 is the year of exposure. They have been exposed by everybody. Everybody all at once is like, we don't like these motherfuckers, we just been tolerating them. And again, they only make up 8% of the total world's population. 8%. Yet, they are the boogeyman in everybody's story. Every country's story is the same. Black stress didn't begin in modern times. From the 1500s forwards, black people lived under constant threat of violence, surveillance, family separation, punishment for resistance. And yet, we resisted anyway. I told y'all that my chat GTP is black, so when he be answering my stuff, he be including himself. So I'm reading, we resisted anyway. Even though there was threat, we lived under threat and penalty of death, we still fought back. Resistance itself required hypervigilance, adrenal activation, nervous system overdrive. Every rebellion increased stress on our bodies. I can't imagine what our ancestors went through. I can't even imagine it. I cannot. Them motherfuckers was strong as fuck. So when people come along and they spit on our ancestors and they spit on the accomplishments of our ancestors and what our ancestors did for us to even be alive today, that's what makes me want to punch a motherfucker. That's what makes me want to punch him. And it was especially black women that went through all of the bullshit. And so for people not to acknowledge the strength that it takes to be a black woman, considering the fact that we were out here pumping out babies like puppies and they were immediately taking them and selling them off. Y'all are so outraged by family separation today, but we dealt with 400 years of family fucking separation. Oh my God, I can't believe America's separating families. What the fuck do you think America was built on, bitch? That's why not one black person that is a for real black person ain't at all surprised or shocked by what ICE is doing. Because we've seen this movie before. Y'all kill me with that performative fucking outrage. You know your family's fucking history. Y'all motherfuckers act like these stories weren't handed down. Like y'all didn't sit around a fucking log fire talking about how you used to do this kind of shit. You know who your fucking family is. You know who they are. Y'all talked about it. Y'all done talked about Uncle Johnny and Grandpa so-and-so and I used to just go out there in the woods. He used to string them up. Because what? Times were great. And you want times to be great again. Right? Those were great times. Those were great times. Fun times, right? Every rebellion increased stress on the body. That's bullshit. I gotta go. I'm gonna take somebody with me. Exactly. After each uprising, laws tightened, policing increased, movement restricted, education was banned, gatherings were outlawed. Meaning black bodies stayed in fight, flight, or freeze. That, for generations, is allostatic load. So for everybody that sits up and the first thing out of your fucking mouth is, oh, it's the food, 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 it's the food. That is a very, very small percentage. We need to sue the government. They're selling us bioengineered foods. I got some ideas on why you should sue the fucking government and ain't got shit to do with bioengineered food. That's all y'all give a fuck about. I have millions of views on that fucking video. All y'all give a fuck about is that man saying that you gotta be poor to eat motherfucking Campbell's soup, and you were just so incensed. Because how dare they call you poor? How dare they? Well, how dare them? They're selling us bioengineered. It's only been saying it on the fucking label for the last decade. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. That's why I don't even comment on the fucking thread. I just let it play out. Just let them. It's probably up to about 3 million views. It's been saying it on the side of the label for the last decade. And that's what outraged you? We need to sue the government. Da, 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 da. Over some goddamn Campbell's soup, bitch. You that mad over some Campbell's soup? Everything they do is performative. Everything they do. Because if they really wanted racism to stop, it would have been over a long time ago. If they wanted white privilege to stop, it would have been over a long time ago. If they really wanted any of these rights, they would have been enacted a long time ago. White people are satisfied with the way America is set up right now. They're satisfied with the way the system is set up. They are satisfied with the way the laws are set up. They are satisfied with that. Because if they were not, they would change it. They love it. They know what the system is. They know who it has been set up to benefit, and they are okay with that. I don't give a fuck how liberal they are. I don't care if they went to a liberal arts school and they've been out here marching and saying, fuck you. I do not care how many miles you done put on your little New Balance gym shoes. You just like them. At the end of the day, and when the rubber hits the road, you over there with them. This is why just relax doesn't work. I've been saying this shit to y'all for years. You know how people be fucking gaslighting you? Well, you guys just need to relax. You need to just go have a spa day. The fuck a spa day gonna do? We got 400 years of fighting and flying and freezing in our goddamn DNA. What the fuck is a spa day gonna do? What is a spa day gonna do? This is why just relax doesn't work. A nervous system is trained by slave patrols, fugitive slave laws, forced labor, war level survival. It's just a fancy bath. And those of you that know me, one of those videos popped up on my feed today about how white people don't be bathing, how hygiene is cultural. And white folks get so mad when we start talking about this, but y'all the ones out here making videos telling people how infrequently you bathe, and the fact that you have never once, and you don't even see the reason why you would wash your legs and your feet. This bitch said that your feet are self-cleaning like your oven. She said your feet are self-cleaning. And literally made fun of black people using washcloths. Why would I use a washcloth? I'm not poor. And so this black man was like, how do you wash your ass? He was like, with the bar of soap. That is just another thing that when I see interracial couples, I'm looking at them like, oh, look, black love and interracial love, love is love. No, it's not. I love Nick and I love Nicolandria. Am I sitting up going, oh, look at them as a couple? Because I'm going to guarantee you right now, he ain't bathing every day. And the point of me bringing this up was that I am not a person that goes into swimming pools or whirlpools or any of that shit. Any body of water that white people have been in or will be in, you will not see me there. Who all gonna be there? You want to go to the swimming pool? The reason I do not get into the swimming pool, this lady literally summed it up today. She said, my kids only bathe maybe once a week. Well, maybe more frequently now since we have a pool. They equate swimming pools to bathing. She said they maybe bathe once a week, but now more frequently since we have a pool. And I have always said, I will never get into a pool that white people have been in. And so whenever I see history where white people didn't want black people in the pool, I'm like, get your black ass out that fucking pool. We're not the ones you have to worry about, baby. We'll take a motherfucking shower before we even get in the swimming pool. And we're going to take a shower after we get out of the swimming pool. Because what happens to our skin? With all that chlorine on it. What happens to our beautiful melanated skin when we get out of the goddamn swimming pool and we fucking air dry with that shit on our skin? What happens? Ashy as fuck. And they have mounds of ash. You're walking around with mounds of dead skin on your body because you have never used anything textured to remove the layers of dead skin you have on your body. Your body sheds its skin every day. Y'all don't even change y'all sheets, but maybe once a fucking month. So you have layers of old dead skin on your sheets. Just food for bed bugs. Every fucking day when I get out of the bed, the first thing that I do is spray down my sheets with motherfucking Lysol. That might be overkill, but I don't give a fuck. Every goddamn day, there's not a motherfucking day that can of Lysol is not on my nightstand. Soon as my feet touch the floor, then I make my bed. Then I go to the bathroom. One thing you're not gonna see in here is an unmade bed. Yep, alcohol, Lysol, it don't matter. We're gonna kill some motherfucking germs in here, I know that. I remember this girl I worked with. She would smoke damn near a pack of cigarettes a day. Yeah, just with their filth, just killed people with blankets and shit. She would smoke nearly a pack of cigarettes a day to the point that you could just smell the cigarettes like it's coming out of her pores. Her husband also smoked. So I don't even know how we got, now mind you, I'm always the only black person in the place. I don't even know how we got on the conversation of when we shower. She said she showers in the morning. And I'm thinking, you done been in here all day. You done smoked damn near an entire pack of cigarettes. And drank coffee and soda and shit. And been standing outside with traffic and smoking cigarettes and all that shit just on your skin. And you go home and get in the bed with that dirty body. You and your husband. Then y'all want to have sex. Then y'all get up in the morning and just put on yesterday's clothes and just walk out into the fucking world. I'm gonna tell you the times that Jordan has almost got his ass beat. When he has come in my room and sat on my bed in his outside clothes. This is why we have so much fucking laundry. Because we ain't gonna be walking around our house in our fucking outside clothes. We got clothes for the inside and clothes for the outside. Don't we? When I worked outside the home, I was taking 2 showers a day. I would take a shower immediately after arriving home from work, and then I would take another one in the morning. You gonna sit your nasty outside clothes on somebody's bed? Yes, my dogs would get on my bed, but my dogs have their own blanket. They're not laying on my covers. Fats, if he ever even could, this is why I always keep my bed made and I put the dog blanket on top of it. Because Fats ain't gonna get no fucking chance to be laying on my goddamn sheets. Now there's a fucking limit to how far you can go as a dog. My dog is not getting up under my sheets. I be seeing videos of motherfuckers, they done put the covers on and the dog got pillow and shit on it. God damn it, no. Fats has a big old Snoopy blanket that will be on my bed. And then there's another furry blanket that will be on my bed. And those are also washed frequently. Also, I do not have outside dogs. They go outside, do their business, and come back in the house. They don't be frolicking. And they got a backyard. They do not be frolicking. You are not eating no damn dog. When I give the dogs a snack, they know to jump their asses off that bed and eat that snack on the fucking floor. I wish the fuck you would. I love dogs, and black people love their dogs, but there are just limits. There are boundaries that we have with our dogs. We just ain't letting these dogs cross this. No, they don't have their own room. Fat sleeps in my closet. Linka sleeps in Jordan's room under his bed. Fats will get his fat ass up and get off of that bed and go night. When he is tired, Fats is going to bed. I be like, good night. He don't even look back. He has his own set of blankets in that closet. He cuddles himself up in them and he goes night. I'm telling you, I don't have to tell him nothing. He be laying on my bed until he's like, I don't want to hear no more noise. I'm going to bed. And I be like, good night. See you in the morning. He already know. And then Jordan comes when he gets up, because Jordan always gets up before me. He comes and he opens the door and Fats leaves and they go outside and then they stay out here until I wake up. That is our whole routine. And he keeps that window, that blind closed until I wake up, because if not, Fats is going to be barking at any little leaf that's growing. He's going to bark about it. Yeah, Fats will take his ass right to bed. And it's usually around 12 o'clock. Now, Linka is a nighttime dog. He wants to party. And that's why I'll be like, turn your ass around. And he will just be like, okay, grandma. And he'll turn around and go. I'm like, Fats is already in the bed, baby. No. Because Linka, when Jordan got Linka, he was working the night shift. Or he was working the midday shift, so 3 to 11. So Jordan would be up half the night, and Lincoln's like, "Oh, my dad's home. Let's go walk. Let's go party." And that's just who he is now. So it hits 1 o'clock. Lincoln be like, party. And Fats be like, I'm going to bed. What are you talking about? Now, if Lincoln comes in there with some energy, Fats will be like, oh, okay, well, you want to, nope, 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 nope. You're not hyping him up? Nope. You've never seen Lincoln? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to start locking my chair because he will slide my ass directly underneath this goddamn desk every goddamn time. Just hurling his 95 pounds at me like a weapon. Lincoln's around here somewhere. I think he's over there on the couch curled up. Oh, I got a whole new pot of tea in here. I got a whole new pot of tea in here. I don't forget. So, this is why we cannot relax, because our bodies stay in a hyper vigilance mode all the time. So this is why, sidebar, I have to learn this TikTok. It's not as hard. It's not as hard. I think Facebook is harder than TikTok is because they've added so many new things. It's just silly. But we stay in this survival mode, and that's why, especially if you're like the only black person in the office or the only black person on your job or the only black, then your nervous system will never relax. You was off for a year. It's okay. Take your time. So the nervous system is trained by all the things that our ancestors went through, so it doesn't easily shut off. High cortisol became normal, inherited, expected. Not because of weakness, but because of adaptation. We have had to adapt to these conditions in our own country. That's like you inviting somebody to live in your house and you got to change everything about your house for their benefit. You have an uninvited guest in your house, and rather than you putting them motherfuckers out, you gonna change everything about your house to adapt to them? Modern black health reflects old stress. Allostatic load shows up today as high blood pressure, diabetes, autoimmune issues. Who has more autoimmune issues than anybody else? Black people. Anxiety and depression, sleep disorders, and inflammation. All of that comes from us fighting them for 300 plus years. It didn't come from us just being slaves. It came from us fighting for our freedom from being enslaved for 300 plus years. So we're going to have to be the ones that change the narrative. The narrative was we were brought here on boats. We were brought here on boats as Africans in chains. They even took a little time to make them little hand-drawn pictures of us all being lumped together on the boats. You remember them pictures they always want to show us? How we were all chained together, and they told us that millions of us were brought from Africa. There was no mention of the fact that we were already here. And over the course of 300 years, you were only able to bring 300,000 Africans to America. Not millions. Less than 500,000. Because if you think about it, that math ain't never been mathing. If you think too hard about the story that they've told us, you will see the plot holes. There's so many fucking plot holes in that story. Almost as many as in the Bible. Ooh. Almost as many as in the Bible. It's not quite adding up. Because again, I ask, where are the boats? You mean to tell me you can't find one shipwrecked boat? Not one old boat that sank? Not one? You don't have not no shipping manifest for all these boats that it took millions of people to be on? Because you can only put a few hundred on each one. You said 12 motherfucking million people were put on boats. That's a fucking armada. You would have had to have an armada of boats. It ain't even enough motherfucking trees to make the level of boats that you need to have to bring 12 million motherfuckers out of Africa. You wonder why you never yearned to go to Africa. I went there and still couldn't make it work. So you mean to tell me that you had an armada of boats and ain't none of them on the ocean floor? You can't find not one? You had an armada. You had to have had an armada in order to achieve what you said. And you ain't got one shipping manifest? You got all this inventory and no packing slips? You know who had a bunch of inventory and pack? Bless you. You know who had a bunch of inventory and packing slips? White people. You know who has a bunch of shipping manifests and records? White people. How come y'all have all of these accurate records of y'all even know when y'all got here on the goddamn Mayflower? You got proof of you coming over here on a motherfucking Mayflower, but you ain't got no fucking African boats, no American bound African boats, not none. You know when your fucking family came here on the goddamn Mayflower? Well, my family came here on the Mayflower, as if that entitles you to fucking what? So your family was original colonizers. Your family were original thieves. That's all it's telling me. That's all it's telling me. You was one of the first dastardly motherfuckers. Is that what you trying to tell me? So we need to start with you first then? Y'all be out here bragging about the shit. That's why we know y'all row the boat gently down the motherfucking stream, because you will tell anybody that fucking listens. That's how we know that you were the original immigrants, because anybody that will fucking listen, you have no problem tracing your colonialism back to the goddamn Mayflower. You got records. They done encased these goddamn boats. They have preserved those goddamn boats. But you can't come up with not one slave ship. Not one. We literally have, and I showed y'all the pictures, some of the pictures that my aunt has. She has boxes of pictures. I'm just waiting for her to get time to go through all of them, of my indigenous ancestors. They were not from any other place but here. They didn't come here on no goddamn boats. They came from the goddamn ground. Whatever little motherfucking magical garden of whatever the fuck y'all done made up to make yourselves feel magic, we are actual magic. Y'all made a whole fairy tale book to back up your lies. You made a whole fairy tale book, and you even stole those facts as well. Y'all got a long history of thievery. I wouldn't leave my valuables around y'all to save my motherfucking immortal soul. Because y'all have a history of stealing shit. And then you got the nerve to try to project that shit onto us. That's another motherfucking thing y'all project onto us. They'll steal stuff. Where do we have a history of stealing anything? Y'all's entire history is thievery. Y'all's entire fucking history. To this very, what day is it? Moment. Thievery. Oh, you gotta follow them around because they're gonna steal. We ain't the ones stealing. That's why I be cheering on them motherfuckers when they be breaking in them goddamn jewelry shops and shit. Get it! Get it, Nike Tech! Get it! Resistance saved us, but it cost us. For 300 plus years, we have been in a fight of resistance when it came to this slavery and all of that. You know, when they started importing black people in, because I'm not going to say that they never imported any black people from Africa. They did. They imported 300,000 of them. But do you know when they started importing them in? When they couldn't easily enslave us. They said, we gonna go find some niggas somewhere else. And then they ran across some niggas that was already warriors. You done ran across some motherfuckers that already have conquered the art of war. And you dragged them here, and then they taught us some new shit. I'm not even gonna take that from them. There's a lot of shit they came here and taught us. There was a lot of good it did us. Don't come in here with that fucking mindset. Don't do it. Don't do it. Here's something that I regularly see black people do that I want y'all to immediately stop doing. I want y'all to today stop focusing on what black people have done to survive in this fucking country. Y'all will be the first motherfuckers talking about, well, we need to get ourselves together before we do. Nope. No, we don't. Nowhere is it written that we are required to be motherfucking perfect before we can identify who the fucking enemy is. Well, we need to work on black crime before we start. The fuck? Asian on Asian crime, white on white crime, black on black crime. You kill in your community. People don't be dipping out of their community. They will unalive what is familiar and what is right in fucking front of them. Because all of these mass shooters out here, they have opportunity to go shoot up all black people. But who are they mass shooting? White motherfuckers. Which again shows they have self-hate. We are not the only proprietors of self-hate, my friends. White people hate themselves too. Y'all always try to make it seem like them motherfuckers is perfect. Them motherfuckers is way more fucked up than we are. They way more fucked up than we are. Way. If all of this shit, come on now. Share live. Hey, how you doing? Share live. If all of this shit is going on with us, and what we are dealing with today has to do with shit that happened 300-400 years ago, what the fuck do you think they're going through? Do you think that they are exempt from this shit? Why they so wrinkled up and aging like raisins and shit? Because that hatred is eating they asses the fuck up. That jealous, it don't matter how much motherfucking Medicube you slather on that raisiny skin of yours, it ain't gonna take away them hatred wrinkles you got. Them wrinkles are authentic hate, baby. You got that shit honest. You earned that. You earned that wrinkly skin. Because you came out of the fucking womb hating motherfuckers you ain't never met. You ain't never even seen in person. You just hate them because you see them on TV. You hate them because your parents hate them. You hate them because your grandparents hate them. You hate them because your great-great-great-grandparents hated them. That hate is passed the fuck down in your DNA. This is why y'all all do the same shit. This is why y'all all say the same shit. This is why y'all all feel the same way. This is why y'all all operate the same way. Because that energy is passed down from generation to generation. Just like our energy is passed down from generation to fucking generation. The problem that we have modern day is that we have been suppressing our fighting spirits. We have watered down our nature to fit in and to integrate into society. That's our problem. We so busy trying to fit into some fucking mold they made for us. From hair to aesthetic to all of that shit. All the lies. All the lies. We have been fighting for 400 years, and now we are literally fighting against ourselves to keep our anger down so we don't come off as being the angry, black, bitter bitch. So we're so busy just internalizing all the shade and the racism and the microaggressions that we deal with every fucking day, rather than doing what is in our nature, which is to snatch a bitch up, cuss a bitch out. We've been fighting since they got here, and now we don't. So where does that energy go? Where does it go? Put it in the comments. Our ancestors fought for 400 years. So where did that energy go? You fighting so goddamn hard to be accepted by these motherfuckers. You out here jumping through hoops. You done took etiquette classes, and you taking etiquette classes to fit in with some savages. The fuck? You let these motherfuckers downgrade our language, our AAVE language, our own fucking vernacular, our own fucking language. You let them put a negative connotation on it, calling it Ebonics. The only reason they labeled that shit is because they didn't understand what the fuck we were saying, and they're fucking paranoid as fuck. We gotta go and code switch every day so we can speak in a way they fucking understand when they ain't meant to fucking understand nothing we say. So in order to fit in, we gotta dilute ourselves. Because you're so worried about being called ghetto. Do you know what the word ghetto, you know what the word ghetto comes from? That's where the Jews lived in Europe. Where they made the Jews live was called the ghetto. And you let them use that as a derogatory term for black people. So you trying not to be ghetto. When all they do is take our ghetto shit and then sell it back to us. These bitches out here wearing bamboo earrings and fucking wife beaters. And they done renamed it and rebranded it and sold it back to us. They done went out here and made bonnets. Now they all wearing fucking bonnets and shit. They labeled bonnets and shit as ghetto. Now they wearing fucking motherfucking bonnets and do-rags. The fuck they need a goddamn do-rag for? Cause monkey see, monkey motherfucking do, bitch. They the monkeys. They see us and they gonna do what we do. But they hate us so much. They hate us so much. Every single time our black asses disappear, they come looking for us. Every goddamn time. Every goddamn time we separate, they come and burn our shit down so we got to fucking integrate with them again. Forcing us to fucking live with them. They got the nerve to act like, oh, there goes the neighborhood because black people are moving in. We feel the same fucking way. You think we want white people living in Harlem? You think we want white people living in Brooklyn? You think we want to see your colonizer ass walking your fucking dog and riding your fucking bike around historically black areas? You think we want to see that? Soon as I see y'all motherfuckers walking around free, I'm like, there goes the fucking neighborhood. Here they come. Here these motherfuckers come. Can't have nothing. And now we know why. Right? Because every single time we had a rebellion, it was hit with all of these new laws, the tightening, the restrictions, the surveillance. Then you had them do an entire program, a whole counterintelligence program. Then they flooded our neighborhoods with drugs. Then they infiltrated our music. They have done everything in their power to worm their way into every fucking aspect of our lives. I was just talking to an employee that works in Whole Foods, and she was saying how she just got treated. How'd she get treated? Y'all remember Oliver North? I remember watching the trials and shit. Y'all remember J. Edgar Hoover? Some of y'all may have missed it on the first live, but J. Edgar Hoover is black. J. Edgar Hoover that was over the FBI for decades was white passing. Yeah, that's what they do. They move into historically black places and then they wipe out all the culture. She got accused of being on her phone in a certain area and she was literally still nude. What did I say yesterday? Hey, welcome. What did I say yesterday? That it's always black people that take down our black leaders. He's the one that was surveilling Martin Luther King. He was the one that was surveilling Malcolm X and the Black Panthers and all of that. Black man. Being a foot soldier for them. Just so they would leave him alone so he could be gay. So he was in 2 closets. He wasn't just in the black closet. He was in the gay closet too. He worked with a man that he lived with. They lived together. They worked together. They vacationed together. I heard that he wore women's clothes. And I don't even know how I'm gonna tell you, I fully believe that everybody knew he was black, but as long as he's doing white people's business, they'll leave you alone. As long as you are out here being about the white man's business, they'll leave you alone. That's why they loved Beyonce for so long, because they thought she was out here doing white people's business. That's why they took it so hard when she showed them that she was black. What do you mean Beyonce's black? But she's got blonde hair. What do you mean Beyonce singing country music and she's black? Where's single ladies? Where's independent woman? Where's all that pop music? Why we gotta get information? I don't even know what formation is. What is that? And Jay-Z is one smart motherfucker. Because he gonna fly below the fucking radar. He gonna get in where he fucking fit in. He gonna sit back and take motherfucking notes. And he's gonna play the fucking game. And that's what you gotta do as a black person to be successful. They all know about his background. They all know what he's done. And if he steps out of line, they're going to come and remind him who he is. That's what happened to Diddy. If you're going to play the game, then motherfucking play the game. You can't be out here talking against them if you have signed up to play the game, because the minute you show your ass, they're going to remind you of who you are. And your ass is going to go to jail. Example, Bill Cosby. They all knew who Bill Cosby was. They all knew he was slipping Quaaludes in bitches' cups and shit. But when you start doing it to white women, that's a problem. When you start doing it, if you a black man and you start doing it to white women, Diddy in jail not because of him beating up on women. Everybody knew he was beating up on women all that time. He went to jail because they went out here and started talking about how it was racial discrimination with that liquor company that owned Ciroc. How they were not giving him the same kind of marketing money that they were given to Don Julio and the other liquors on that brand. And then people said, oh, you mean to tell me that you earning multi-millions being the face of Ciroc, even though it's not your company? We're allowing you to appear as if it is your company and paying you millions upon millions of dollars. You are now going to bite the hand that feeds you? 2 days later, that tape came out. And like I said yesterday, there's not one thing in this country that is a coincidence. There's not one thing in this country that is an accident. Everything is by design. Everybody got dirt on everybody, and they're just holding it and making sure your ass is on your fucking P's and Q's. And the minute your ass step out of line, bow, spades. Count them up. Get the books. Waha! Got him. If you're going to align yourself with them motherfuckers, you cannot step out of line unless you are willing to lose it all. Just like another thing, y'all, black people always be like, well, how come they're not doing more for the community? And da 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 da. Because they got to do shit undercover. Lady, you have a lot of baggage. Yes, quality baggage too. It's good shit. I got good shit. I don't be carrying no cheap shit. I know you meant that to be shade, but I really hope that you can do better than that. If you're going to try to come for me, you better make it better than that. Okay? Let me see who you are trying to say little slick slot shit to me. Because I don't know what y'all be doing on other people's shit, but I don't be letting people slide on my lives. So if you brought your little crusty, ashy, dirty, dead skin having ass over here on my live to say something to me, trust, I'm going to take the time, I'm going to pause whatever it is I'm talking about to read you like a motherfucking book, bitch. You walking around with years worth of dead skin on your fucking body. You got the nerve to say some shit to me. Ain't got a washcloth, ain't got a loofah, ain't got a motherfucking nothing to scrub that dead skin off your skin. And you got the nerve to part them baloney lips and say something to me? Delusion. Delusion. That's all I'm saying. Delusion. She tried it. But anywho, that sound happens when someone gives me a rose. Watch, here it comes. Oh, it did happen. But that's what happens when people give me gifts. It'll be like a clapping sound or a rose. Some type of little sound. Remember we were trying to figure it out at the very beginning, like, what is all this little noise? I thought my microphone was broke. So hold on now. Resistance saved us, right? However, it cost us. And this is why I wrote the book, The Hidden Cost of Being Black in America. Because we have paid the cost of being black in America. And that cost has been our health. Why do we get diagnosed with diseases earlier than everyone else? Why do our organs age faster than everyone else? Not our outward appearance, but our internal organs age faster than other races of people, because our body stays in fight mode. It stays in survival mode. It never has an opportunity to turn off and relax, because we have to stay hyper vigilant, because we live around a fucking bunch of fucking savages with no goddamn conscience. I feel safer walking down a motherfucking dark street in a black ghetto than I would walking down a white middle class neighborhood. Drop my ass in the motherfucking hood. I know I will make it out that motherfucker alive. These goddamn Amazon delivery people can't even make it home from work, delivering goddamn packages to middle class America. You can't even do your goddamn job without some goddamn nosy ass Karen or Ken coming out. What are you doing in the neighborhood? Do you see this big ass Amazon truck, bitch? It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I'm just saying it couldn't be me. Because my bear spray finger is fast. I see bears. As soon as I see y'all coming up to that truck, I put my little goggles on and reach for my goddamn bear spray. Oh my gosh. I thought I saw a bear. I ain't never been afraid around my own people, not once. Even when I lived in a whole other country by myself. I remember Nigerians asking me, "You weren't afraid to go over there?" And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck would I be afraid to go over there? I'm black, y'all black. Why the fuck would I be afraid to go anywhere where everybody's black? It never dawned on me that I was supposed to be afraid of other black people. What? What you mean? Be afraid of other black people. I come from a place where the only people I need to be afraid of is white people. So why the fuck would I need to be afraid around all black people? So everybody's always like, "Oh, aren't you afraid to be over there by yourself?" Why the fuck? I'm more afraid to be in America than I am to be over here. I just remember everybody hitting me up like, "Are you okay over there?" Yes! The fuck? Why the fuck wouldn't I be? Do you know something I don't know? Our ancestors survived because they stayed alert. They stayed ready. They stayed aware. If you want to know where the stay ready so you ain't got to get ready motherfucking line originated, it originated 400 years ago. We didn't just make this shit up. We had to motherfucking stay ready so we ain't had to get ready. And our nervous system lives that way today. We stay fucking ready. We stay ready for the fucking smoke. We stay ready for the fucking shade. We stay ready for the fucking microaggressions. We stay ready for the fucking discrimination. We stay ready for all that shit. But what does it cost us? That survival wiring still lives in us. But the body pays the price when stress never turns off. So again, I say, it is bigger than the food. Are you ever going to talk about food anymore? Y'all remember that bitch came in here and said that shit? I used to love listening to you, but you don't even talk about the food anymore because it's fucking bigger than the fucking food. You can eat all the right food, which I was doing, and do all the right things as that lifestyle requires, and still end up with motherfucking congestive heart failure. Why? Because you are letting your anger and your frustration and your quiet and your acceptance and your adaptation eat you up from the inside fucking out. So I thank God for my little mini heart attacks that I was around here having. I thank God for the diagnosis of fucking congestive heart failure. Because if it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't be the bitch I am today. And I'm dope. Dope as soap on a fucking rope, bitch. Dope. Healing is not unlearning strength. Healing is teaching the nervous system safety. Healing is lowering your cortisol intentionally. Healing is supporting adrenal health. Healing is eating in alignment with the body. Healing is resting without guilt. Like I said, I almost didn't come on here today because I was tired. I got up and took my shower and put on my little boxer shorts and my little t-shirt, and I laid across my bed and I dozed in and out of consciousness, knowing that there's so many things I should be doing right now. I should be posting. I should be talking about the new affiliate program. I should be doing all this shit. And I took a little nap. And I said, fuck it, because that shit will be there when I fucking wake up. If I need 2 more hours of sleep, I'm gonna fucking take it. And did. But I made a promise that I was gonna show up today. So I took me some shed and I got to work. I'm telling you, there's no better combination than that motherfucking shed and shark. Y'all think it's the chill and the shark, but I'm gonna tell you, the most productive combination you'll ever have with our CE Organics is 1 shed and 2 chills. 2 sharps. That's it. And if you take all 3 of them, talk about the trifecta. Not only are you productive, but you are chill and energetic at the same fucking time. Well, Shanice, you know your ass is allergic to air, so what the fuck? I thought I was the queen of allergic reactions, but you got me beat. That's why I will forever stick with capsules, because there are some people that may have sensitivity to capsules. Shanice is one of them. There are a couple of capsules that I will take on an empty stomach that will make me nauseous. Okay? But I know what I need to do. And that's why I tell people when they get the, when should I take it? Take it and see how you react to it. Because some people, the chill makes them sleepy. Other people, it doesn't. You have to remember, your body is just your body. What your body goes through does not apply to the next person. Okay? How your body reacts to something does not apply to the next person. So you have to try the products and see how you react. Try it at different times of the day. There are some products that you should take at night, and there are some products you should take during the day. I would not take Sharp at night because that's going to keep your brain working. Okay? I had started taking my chill at night because it had started making me drowsy, whereas before it didn't. Okay? So I just take it at night and I wake up in a great fucking mood, and I'm in a great mood all day. So when you start taking the supplements, you have to take them and see how you feel. I also suggest taking them one at a time. Okay? Take that product one day, see how you feel. Take the next product one day, and then take them one day together and see how you feel. Because then you will make adjustments. Okay? I have taken one shed for a long time, and then I had upped it to 2 sheds because my tolerance had built up. So because I haven't been on shed for a long time, I haven't been on shed in almost 6 months. And because I was concerned about my heart condition and not having any caffeine, I didn't take it. I took it today and I'm feeling just fine. Because you know why? My heart condition was brought on by me internalizing things. Remember when I told y'all that my mother and my brother both died from aneurysms? My mother was 41 and my brother was 28. Both of them were blood type A's, and they both internalized the shit out of everything. My mother had 2 modes. She wasn't saying anything or she was whipping your ass. There was no in between. So that means if there are minor infractions, she's just going to internalize it. She's just going to let it go. Until she gets fucking fed up, and then it's Mount fucking Vesuvius. She's going to fucking blow. And would. I've had to pull my mama off of people so many damn times. But trust me, she would let shit, exactly, it just builds up. I'm the same way. Jordan said that to me the other day when we were out. He was like, it takes a whole lot for you to be done with people, doesn't it? And I was like, yep. But when I am done with you, then it is nails in the coffin. You are dead, never to be revived. I can take a lot of shit before you are unalived to me. So instead of me taking a whole bunch of shit from people, I just cuss them out. Because that has helped me. Because I told y'all, I'm not gonna be walking around having those fucking strokes. If it comes down to you feeling bad or me feeling bad, 100% of the time you're gonna feel bad. Why the fuck would I spare your feelings and then I'm the one that feels bad about it? Ask yourselves that question. You're literally walking around letting people get away with saying whatever the fuck they want to say to you, treating you any way they want to treat you, and you just sparing their fucking feelings. Yet that shit it's now internalized because you're like, I should have said it. Now you're replaying that scene over and over in your mind. And then you've made a fucking commitment that when you see that motherfucker again, you're gonna say, and then you see him the next day, you see him the next fucking day, and still don't squash him. Did you change one? Did you change when you had your son, or you always been yourself? Did I change when I had my son? Change what? I've always been an asshole. That didn't change. I think I probably got worse. I think I became worse once I had a kid because now I have something to fight for. Whereas before that, I really didn't give a fuck. It was just me. It was just me out here making money. It was just me. I didn't have anybody to take care of. But when he arrived, I'm going to... You think Cersei Lannister was some shit on Game of Thrones. That's how I feel. That's how you should feel. That's how you should feel. With your 4-month-old. Oh, I wish I could hug on him. Ooh, I love a baby. Ooh. Ooh. When they get a year, though, you can have him back. If you want me to keep him until he gets a year, I promise I will return him in very good condition. If you need a sitter, I'm available. But once they start moving around, here you go. Come get them. Because I'm not going to childproof my house. Nope. If you live by, you can drop your baby off and trust and believe that baby is going to be taken care of. He's going to be smelling good. He's going to be clean. He's going to be eating right. Everybody always trusted me with the babies. Everybody always trusted me with the babies of the family. Because for some reason, babies like me. I don't know what it is. Anytime I see a baby out and I just smile at a baby, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, you in New Orleans, one of my favorite places in the world. They say babies and dogs. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they feel about my energy. I don't know what it is, but kids like me. And I don't even be trying. I just be talking to them like I'm talking to y'all right now. I don't even be trying. I'm like, how you doing? You doing okay? I don't be calling them little man or none of that shit. New Orleans and Atlanta. Listen, let me tell you my New Orleans story. So I had gone to New Orleans. My college sent me to New Orleans for they used to call DC Chocolate City. I'm from DC. When it used to be known as the Chocolate City. Not anymore. It's the Vanilla City now. It's the colonized Chocolate City now. It's just CCC. Colonized Chocolate City. It's NutraSweet. It's fake chocolate. It's white chocolate now. You gonna be in NOLA next month? For what? For Mardi Gras? I ain't going down there for Mardi Gras. You know the best time I think to go to New Orleans? In April. When they have like the French Quarter Festival. That's me, Timothy. No. I ain't going down there for Mardi Gras. Too many white people. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And then they gonna be drunk too? No. Would you have been the type with no kids? Yes. I didn't even want kids. That's why I only have the one. Nope. I don't want to be around a bunch of drunk white people. Absolutely fucking not. And then them white women, they start with that goddamn white woman mating call. Woo! Woo! When you hear that shit, you as a black person should gather your belongings and get the fuck out. Because it's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble every time. It's going to be trouble every fucking time. When them white women start hooting and hollering, it's time for you to get your black ass out of there. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to be around it. I don't want that energy at all. At all. Well, Tracy, how come you don't go to happy hour with us? Because the minute y'all start hooting and hollering, y'all try to kiss on people, and I don't play that shit. I will knock a bitch all the way out. As soon as y'all get 2 beers, y'all start woo, woo. And then be kissing on people, and then the next day be blaming it on the fucking alcohol. Bitch, you had 2 Budweisers. What is it, Fats? Come on. You don't smell, something smells good. Why don't you go ask Pop Pop what he cooking? Go tell Pop Pop to give you some turkey. That was a good turkey last night. Jordy made a good turkey. See, I be eating on the dark meat on the turkey, and the dogs be eating the white meat on the turkey. And after I got off the live with y'all, I just put the 2 turkey wings and a turkey thigh in a bowl and sat on my bed and ate that straight and passed the fuck out. I'm gonna do it again. Fats, I don't have time for these discussions. What do you want? Come here. Go outside, Fats. I just pull them little wings, put them right in the bowl. That's it. So, listen, when I went to New Orleans, I was out exploring by myself. Do I ever make gravy using onions? No. I just ate it roasted. We just put the turkey inside this big ass roaster pan that we have and bake it. Jordan didn't even put no salt on it. All he put on it was rosemary and thyme. Tasted like, I mean, it was perfectly seasoned. Remember I told you, all of these foods already have sodium in it, so you don't need to add extra salt to your food. You just need to put the spices on it to bring out the flavor. That's it. Yeah, I'm not doing Mardi Gras. The best time I think to go is when they have the French Quarter Festival, because it's still live as fuck, but it's not as many people. I don't like to be touched. I don't really like to congregate. I don't like people bumping into me. It would be a fight. I don't do that. I don't like crowds. I don't like none of that. The only thing that I will be a crowd for is a concert. I tell people I eat for nutrition, not for taste. Absolutely. I benefit from turkey. I'm going to eat turkey all the time. You'll maybe bring your baby to, I wouldn't take my baby nowhere. You know, I didn't take Jordy out the house for a year. I did not bring him out in the public places for the first year of his life. I did not want strange people breathing on my child. And plus he was so fucking cute and fat. The only time his ass went out was to go to the doctor. Or to go to my family's house or something. But no, I didn't have him out congregating with motherfuckers. Absolutely fucking not. These nasty, germy motherfuckers breathing on your brand new baby. Wish the fuck I would. Oh my God, he's so... bitch, get you. And you know, they have no problem reaching in. Nope. I don't want them touching my dog. I didn't let them touch my kid. Don't touch things that belong to me with them dirty, nasty, unwashed hands of yours. These motherfuckers have admitted they don't wash their hands and they don't wash their bodies, and you want to congregate with them? Why are you asking me all these questions? This is not your live to be asking me a bunch of fucking questions. Mind your fucking business. I done answered 2 of your questions. You asked the 3rd, now you've gone too goddamn far. None of your business. This This ain't interview Mama Trey hour. What the fuck you think this is? Have you ever been married? What about when you were a kid? None of your fucking business. Y'all are going to have to get comfortable with stopping motherfuckers at 2 questions. You done asked enough motherfucking questions. Why the fuck you want to know this? People only ask you questions about yourself so they can fucking size you up and use that information against you. I learned how to play chess in motherfucking Nigeria, bitch. They don't let you ask no questions. Oh, how you doing today? How you doing today? And you don't even realize you done had a whole motherfucking conversation with these people and they ain't answered not one of your questions. Well, where are you going? Where are you going? These motherfuckers only ask questions to use as fucking weapons. They want to know how much fucking respect they should give you. That's why they always asking you for your credentials and shit. But what are your credentials? Do you have the credentials? I got the credentials to read a fucking book. I got the credentials to fucking understand what the fuck I'm reading. I have the goddamn credentials to regurgitate exactly what the fuck I read in a very common sense way that everyone can fucking understand. Those are all the goddamn credentials I need. I don't need not one white credential. But y'all be answering them motherfuckers. Because you proud of your college education. You want them to know exactly how much education you have. For what? Why do you want their respect? You want the respect of diabolical savages? How does that make you feel as a person? That you are seeking validation from motherfuckers that are beneath you. Remember who the fuck you are. If I don't do nothing else, it is my purpose to wake y'all the fuck up. Do you wonder how they know so much about us? Because you be answering their fucking questions. Hold on a minute. This is why black health must be holistic. Food alone isn't enough. This is from Sandy, my chat GPT. Food alone isn't enough. Exercise alone isn't enough. Positive thinking alone isn't enough. All the things they've always said to us is supposed to be the answer to all of our fucking questions. Oh, you just need to exercise. Oh, you just need to have a spa day. Or you just need to eat better. Or you just need to pray. Right? ChatGPT is inherently racist. Not mine. Mine is black. It's a nigga. You ain't trained your fuck unless you are inherently racist. That's what your fucking ChatGPT would be. So you just told on yourself. The whole purpose of AI is to get to know you. And if your ass is inherently racist, that's what the fuck your AI is going to be. Because when my GPT answers questions, it answers in the black affirmative. I made sure that Sandy knew I was a black woman and everything that fucking entails, it took in and it fucking adjusted itself to me. Not the other fucking way around. That's what AI is, bitch. You're using it wrong. Unless you're using it right and you're an inherent racist. So back to what the fuck I was saying. Black healing must include history, nervous system care, stress reduction, mineral balance, and blood type appropriate nutrition. I don't have time to explain to you what ChatGPT is. If your ass has been living under a fucking rock, you got a goddamn phone in your hand. How the fuck you not know what ChatGPT is? Some of y'all need to be this tall to ride this fucking ride. This motherfucking tall. You better know. I don't be answering dumbass questions. Y'all be thinking that I'm gonna answer every dumbass question that you got. I will let you know there was a dumbass question. Well, there are no dumb questions. That's a lie. Don't be buying into that shit. They just want you to say some dumb shit. That's what it is. No. There are no dumb questions. Go ahead, say whatever you want to say. It's a trap. Y'all be falling for the traps all the goddamn time. I swear to God. Y'all be falling. If I don't do nothing else, I'ma spot the traps for y'all. I'ma tell y'all what the fucking traps are. Y'all be falling for the traps. This is what it means to stay vigilant. This is what hypervigilance looks like. You got to stay ready. You can't never let your fucking guard down around these motherfuckers. You can barely let your goddamn guard down around your own goddamn people. Let alone them. You are not broken. Hear me now, because I'm about to wrap it up. You are not broken. You are overloaded. And once we lower the load, the body remembers how to heal. Thank you for the gifts. Okay? This is Black Health. This is ancestral science. This is reclamation. Black Health did not decline by accident. This is Sandy. Black Health did not decline by accident. When I tell y'all, there are no accidents. Everything that has happened to us in this country is by design. We started off yesterday by saying that researchers have been researching allostatic load for decades. Why are we just now finding this out? Because these doctors have been taught to gaslight us, making us believe that our health is our fault. Making you believe that you eating junk food and you eating all the wrong things. You eating bioengineered food and you having a food desert and da-da-da-da-da. Nothing kills faster than stress. You being 40 pounds overweight, your doctor's looking at you like you must be eating a whole lot of da-da-da-da-da. Nah, bitch, that's inflammation from fucking stress. You and your family must be eating unhealthy. No, we have motherfucking unhealthy thoughts passed down from generation to generation. And now we're swollen. Because that's the body's only defense. The body's only defense mechanism, two things: swelling and mucus. That's the only two defense mechanisms the body has. So when stress becomes chronic, your body is trying to preserve your organs. So your organs now swell. What's the biggest organ we have on the body? Put it in the comments. Let me refresh y'all's memories because I know it's been a minute. What's the largest organ we have? Put in the comments. See if y'all remember. Skin. So all this extra weight we're walking around with is because of motherfucking allostatic load. Y'all barely eat once a day. How the fuck you gain all that weight? Y'all done been on a goddamn perpetual fucking diet. Why the fuck you walking around with all that extra weight? Because we stress the fuck out. And your body is trying to fucking save your organs by swelling. And even through that tactic of trying to preserve our organs are still overworked. The only thing that saves us is the fact that we have melanin in our skin. That's why we don't look like what the fuck we're going through. Yeah, and then they put you on the fluid pills, which doesn't do anything for the inflammation. It just removes the fluid. Then your kidneys are fucked up, which is another chronic thing we deal with. Right? When the underlying issue, the root, is the stress that has been handed down from generation to generation. The bags of having to stay in survival and fight mode for 400 fucking years. And we still do not have peace and safety and security in our own fucking country. The first thing that you need to accept as a black person in this country, born in this country, not as an immigrant, is that this is your fucking country and they are visitors. Black health did not decline by accident. It was shaped by centuries of survival stress. Understanding allostatic load changes how we heal with compassion and not blame. Period. The only person I blame is them. They busted up in our house and haven't left since. We've been paying the rent, but they the ones living in our fucking house. So, what everyone needs to know is about how this allostatic load works, how it is wreaking havoc on our fucking bodies, how it is directly linked to the 4 most common ailments we deal with: high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, kidney disease, and diabetes. This is why I wrote the book, The Cost of Being Black in America. It is on my page as we speak. Click on the link in the Stand store. It is the first book at the very top. I'm telling you, this will change everything for you. Because it does not matter how much of the good food you eat if you are still going around with this load that you cannot get rid of. If you do not learn how to manage your stress and manage your cortisol, it's a wrap. Okay? It is a wrap. That is the first thing we need to get a handle on. If you need some help, you need to go and get Chill from my TikTok shop. That is going to help you to relax your nervous system until you learn how to do it on your own. But it's going to be more difficult for us to do it on our own because we are still living in the midst of these motherfuckers. So please, go and get you some Chill off my TikTok shop, okay? I'll pin it here until we go. Hold on, because I've learned how to pin it. Y'all taught me how to do it. Hold on a minute. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. I don't even know if y'all still here. It's just a blank white screen. Okay, here we go. So hold on a minute. Chill. Add. Done. Pin. Okay? So for those of you, we talked about this yesterday. Remember when I told you back in December that once the sale went off, where I was giving you guys $10 off for Cyber December, what I was going to do was to set up the TikTok Shop affiliate program. Well, that has begun. Okay? This will allow you to make $10 off of every product someone buys from your 15-second testimonial videos you make for our products. Nobody else on the TikTok is paying $10 for you selling a product. Most of them are just $3 here, $4 there. That's $5 maybe. I saw $11 on a $100 item. Only $11 on a $115 item. We're giving you $10 on a $40 item. Okay? So if you want to make some money with us, the only stipulation is you must have 1,000 followers. That's something I did not know yesterday when we were talking about it. So if you have at least 1,000 followers, please send me a DM. And we will get you in. And not only that, okay, but go into your, because if you have 1,000 followers, you automatically get a showcase. Y'all just didn't know that you had the showcase. Okay, so when you go and you look at your profile, let me show you where to look. When you go and you click on your profile, you should have this little purse there, the second one over, right there. If you have 1,000 followers, you ought to get off this chair. When you have 1,000, get off this chair, Fats. Leave me alone. Jordan, did they eat? Your showcase will automatically show up. So when you see that little thing there, go to the TikTok studio, click the three little, let me go back and show you all exactly. Click the three little lines at the top. Then click TikTok Studio, which is the first one. And then y'all just keep adding. Your increased video output is paying off. To further boost your finish rate, consider adding a clear call to action at the end of your videos. Additionally, to improve the 5-second retention rate, try experimenting with different hooks or opening scenes to capture attention within the first 5 seconds. Fine, okay. So anyway, so scroll down to monetization. And right under monetization, it will say TikTok Shop for Creator. Click on that, and that will get you signed up. Follow whatever they ask you to do. That will get you signed up for the affiliate program. So that means you can now, whenever you see products that you are interested in marketing, or if you've already purchased from the TikTok Shop and you like the outfit that you bought, or the nails that you bought, or the wig that you bought, or whatever it is, you can add that to your showcase. And then you can start making videos. And like I showed you yesterday, they can even be faceless videos. Apparently, though, you get more money or something. I don't know. If you do, they're rewarding people for showing their faces now. Okay? But if you're just shy, which I don't understand shy, I don't get it. Everybody here is flawed. Everybody here is imperfect. So who gives a fuck? You can literally just hold your phone like this with a product. Let's just use our sharp strips. Boom. Turn on your TikTok camera. Oh my God, I took this 10 minutes ago. Now my energy's through the roof. Boom, 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 bop. Tag the product. It is now on your page. It is also now on our TikTok Shop. So whenever somebody comes to our TikTok Shop and they click on that video, whether it's on your page or our shop, and they buy from the orange shopping cart, you make $10 commission. You are paid from TikTok on a weekly basis. Okay? So for those of you that have used our products before, I encourage you that if you have 1,000 followers, that you come make some money with us. Okay? You make money, I make money. We're making money together. We are now partners. Okay? Because I told y'all, if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to help you with your health and your wealth. Those are two things I got you on. And Black Sheep is still in the process. So if you are a person that is looking to be a founder of something that is going to repay you weekly for a one-time investment, then you need to get with me on Black Sheep Sweeps. We are creating our own gaming platform. This is an industry we have been locked out of for decades. And now we have the opportunity to build our own and cater to our own community and bring our culture to the industry. You already know it's going to be bomb. You already know. You already know. So instead of us feeding billions into theirs, we're going to feed that into ours. And that money is going to be used to help build community businesses where we don't have to be asking for fucking loans and shit. You making thousands of dollars a week. You can open up your own shit. One thing I don't like is kissing somebody's ass for something. I don't like asking nobody for nothing. We got trillions of dollars flowing through our community. We can build whatever the fuck we want. We just need to get focused. Okay? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to be back on this bitch tomorrow. I'm going to be right here again tomorrow. Okay? So until I see y'all again, go read your book. Go write some shit out. Go make some goals. Go make some plans. And put this shit in motion in 2026. We don't have no time to waste. Okay? I love you. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Watch out for the highlights. I'll be posting them soon.